Shiba Inu burns reaching an all-time high burn rate, and volume is raising up. Welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Maxi, and I have another video for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about Shiba Inu, so hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's hop in this video, guys. All right, so we are looking at the Shiba Inu chart right now, and right now we are seeing a lot of mixed signals on Market Cipher. We're looking at the daily. We have a lot of clusters of buy and sell signals on the momentum wave. It does look like we have a green dot on the volume, which is a nice bottoming signal. But guys, and what we also have the money flow starting to curl up, VWAP's curling up a little bit, probably trying to come up a little bit higher and hopefully break above about 4.02406. If we see a test above that, well, guys, then that is a higher high for this downtrend, which would potentially indicate that we have a reversal on the daily. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's pick through this and see where we're at here. When you look at the overall market of Shiba Inu, we're sitting at rank 15, up a nice basically 5% in the past 7 days, about 4% in the past 24 hours, getting a nice little relief here into January. The yearly candle closure was a couple days ago, monthly candle closure, and now we're getting a little bit of relief here. We're getting a little bit of a bounce after probably the past 2 weeks during the holidays was the worst price action we've seen for a significant amount of time for the past couple months. Just a lot of slow grinding, selling off after months and months of a significant rally for Bitcoin and crypto across the board. But guys, volume increasing on Shiba Inu. Like I've been saying, if you've been watching the Crypto Report, I've been saying the holiday times are rough, the volume's low, the price action is funky. It's like weekend price action on steroids. The order books are slim. It's easy to make the prices whipsaw around. And, well, people are coming back from the holidays, and we're seeing some volume increasing. Guys, I do expect some bigger moves here when we really look at the entire market. When you look at Bitcoin dominance, it's signaling and flashing that we should be expecting big moves. Bitcoin is flashing that it needs to make a decision. It's not flashing that it's getting ready to make some big moves, but it will make a decision, and that will be a big move, whether that's the upside or the downside. We'll get into that shortly, but I do believe that right now potentially is a buy the dip opportunity. And if you guys agree with me, then please check out in the description box below or the pinned comment down below. Sign up to Blowf and you get a $5,000 sign-in bonus, as well as 10% off all trading fees for the life of your account. And also, if you don't want to leverage trade at all and you don't want to use an exchange like that, then download crypto.com. We've been making crypto.com videos for quite some time on the Crypto Report, and you can also get a crypto Visa card where you can spend your crypto and you can gain crypto. You can cash back. It's a really awesome tool. I use it throughout all the bear markets and accumulate more crypto that way. But really, when we're looking at Shiba Inu, we're sitting at $13.42 billion market cap. I do think that we're getting ready for a bounce. So I do think that buying the dip is potentially a good opportunity. The only thing that worries me a little bit right now, guys, is January statistics, okay? In the month of January, you usually don't want to see a bounce in the beginning of January. You usually want to see it be quiet and selling off a little bit, and I will say we're not seeing a significant bounce, but we did bounce if you were to measure it from the bottom here over the past couple days. We did bounce about 6%, which I know that's nothing when it comes to crypto, but when it comes to January statistics, you usually don't want to see a big move to the upside in the beginning half of January, because then you're pretty much in for a big sell-off based on past events. And I don't want to see that, but I will say there is some hopium for you if we do see that sell-off. I do expect if we do see that sell-off, we're going to be seeing a much longer bull market across the board for the entire cryptocurrency asset class, meaning we're going to see Shiba Inu go much, much higher. But right now, as long as we're trading above this $88,000, $85,000 level around here, as long as we're getting daily, weekly candle closures above that, the risk is to the upside, in my opinion. I do think if we really want to close above, say, about 100,000, 103,000 would be a really big signal for me. If we close above about like 103K around here, to me, I would say, okay, we're getting ready for all-time highs and probably have a target of about $114,000 to $115,000 Bitcoin, guys. And if that happens, I do expect Shiba Inu to go absolutely wild. And when you look at Bitcoin dominance, guys, it's looking pretty bullish. It's looking pretty bullish for Shiba Inu and altcoins. You see money flow on Market Cipher turning red, VWAP coming down, momentum wave starting to grow here to the downside. we should be breaking down here. We should be breaking down, and we should be making our way to making a lower low on the daily time frame, and honestly, probably throughout all the time frames here very shortly, and that would be below 54.5%. I do expect this to break down. It's just a matter of, do we break down straight down like a waterfall, or do we stair step down? And I do think that we're probably going to get stair step price action unless Bitcoin makes that impulse wave above 103,000, get a daily, weekly candle closure above 103K, or if we make that impulse wave to the downside at about 88,000 and we start getting closures below that. If we get closures below that, then I will say that be prepared for some pain, guys, and I know you don't want to hear that, but be prepared for some pain on Shiba Inu because the entire market's going to come down pretty rough. And I talked about this in my video yesterday about how the S&P 500, the traditional market, is breaking down a little bit, and Bitcoin, the crypto market, is decoupling from the overall market, and that usually doesn't last that long. One or the other is going to have to come back to each other, and usually it's crypto coming back to the S&P. So we want to see the traditional market rally to see this move increase. And I do, guys, don't get me wrong. I am bullish Q1 2025, and I am way bullish the entire 2025. It's just a big difference. Either we see the big move in the first half of 2025 or we see it in the second half of 2025. And getting those two is kind of a toss-up right now until we see Bitcoin make a true decision here. Regardless, when Bitcoin makes this move, I expect Shiba Inu to play out very nicely. If you zoom out here, like I said, you're seeing just a cluster of buy and sell signals on Shiba Inu on the daily. It's waiting to make a decision. We're consolidating. You see, like we're starting to see the money flow curve down, but it's curving. You have a sell signal over the 60 line on the weekly time frame, which usually, in my opinion, I use the 60 line as kind of like bull market territory, specifically for Bitcoin. It's pretty tough to use it on other altcoins because altcoins can be lagging or can be a market outlier versus Bitcoin. But I do use the 60 line to kind of gauge where the bullish sentiment is. And when you break down below the 60 line, I say, okay, well, now we're getting into more consolidation for an extended period of time. So there's a lot of things going on right now, but really we're waiting for Bitcoin dominance to make a decision and Bitcoin really to make the decision. So we have to be paying very, very close attention, especially if you're a Shiba Inu bull. You want to be probably buying the dip above $85,000 Bitcoin. It's probably a good opportunity to buy. And I know it sounds contradictory, but if we get a weekly candle closure below, say, 88,000, then you probably want to buy that dip too. So just always buy the dip. Now, obviously, you got to be careful. That's not financial advice, but I do expect 2025 to be a bullish year across the board for crypto. So don't get caught up in trying to pin the bottom or pin the top. You got to be taking profits along the way. You got to be DCAing on the way down. That's how I trade in the cryptocurrency space, and that's how I've been a profitable trader over the course of the past 10 years of being in crypto. Everyone's strategy, you should find your own strategy that works out best for you, but that's the strategy that works out best for me. I've stopped dollar cost averaging into 2025 because I think that it's profit-taking time, guys, and that's just my opinion. Now, let me know in the comments section below. Do you think that Shiba Inu is going to break all-time highs in Q1 of 2025 or Q4 of 2025? Or is it somewhere in the middle, or am I completely off base? I'm very curious on what you guys have to say about that. But all in all here, guys, I want to show you this chart here on Crypto Twitter. You can follow me at 333blackc. I say, do you understand? It's a chart of what seems to be happening, and Bitcoin is just rallying up, and the dollar sign is just trading sideways, and then what is really happening. And Bitcoin is sideways, maintaining its value, and cash is decreasing. So even when you see a sell-off on Bitcoin, and even when the bear market comes, it usually only lasts for about a year. And when the bottom is in after about a year of selling off, you get 3 years of increasing price action, okay? Bitcoin's here to stay. It's changing the game. Altcoins are going to change the game with it. Guys, Bitcoin goes up, the altcoins go up. It's as simple as that. It's just a matter of time. And I do think Bitcoin dominance it's flashing that it's a lower highs put in, and now all we need to see is a lower low here. And I do expect that to break down. Just a matter of when. How long is it before we test 54.5%? Now to see what Bitcoin does. If you like this type of content, guys, please hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Let me know. What do you think? Q1, Q4, Shiba Inu all-time high? I'm very curious. I'm super excited about the Shiba Inu burns, by the way. I mean, they're constantly increasing the rate of the burn, and that's what you need to see for these meme coins. It is bullish to burn supply. I'll say it again. Bullish to burn supply. Supply and demand, guys. Check out Blowfin, $5,000 sign-in bonus down below, 10% off all trading fees. And if you want to get a crypto Visa card, I put mine away, but check that out as well and sign up to crypto.com. Get a Visa card. That's all I got. I'll see you next one.